Good morning and welcome to Thursday. Wow, this week's going super quick. We are off to see Andy to find out part 2 of the gin making. This is the day where he'll be bottling the gin that he put in the still last night.
He's not bottling it today. Basically, the extraction happens for the heads, tails and
Hearts,
and basically then it has to go into a big drum and sit for 4 to 5 weeks.
Oh, yes, he did say that. My goodness, this gin making is technical. Anyway, let's go see Andy, find out what happens next. We're back with Andy. We're a little bit late. Entirely my fault. I was dilly-dallying. But anyway, we're back. Andy, what is going on?
Those are the oranges we dried last night.
Okay.
So I've topped up the still for the correct amount now.
Yeah.
And then we've got the cooling water running, so that's basically to chill the product cooler and the top cooler. So basically as everything evaporates, it hits the chilled cooler, turns back to liquid, runs back down and out. So that's all running now. So we've had the chiller on up there. I've got me heads and tails pipes going into my scrap bucket, which will eventually make vodka. And then we've got our gin pot here, which will start taking the gin. I basically heated the still up to 65 degrees. Ready to go, running the pot still mode for the gin. So you can see all the little temperatures up there. So we're running the chilling water at about...
How long will that take, Andy?
Well, before the gin comes out, we're at about 65 degrees. It'll need to be about 80 degrees in the boiler, 85, and then as the temperatures rise, so probably another 10-20 minutes and we should start having the heads. Obviously, it's all still in boil at the moment, but you have a smell of that, so that's all.
Oh my goodness. Yeah, that smells amazing. So Andy's just given us a great history of gin.
William of Orange landed in Brixham. There's a statue in Brixham.
Yeah.
And Geneva, or gin, came from the Dutch.
Interesting history.
So in Brixham.
Gin should be made in Brixham. Andy said it, so it must be true.
When it got to about 85, that'll start to then match the temperature. When that gets to about 83,
yeah,
all of a sudden you'll see the alcohol start to go up and you'll start to see these temperature gauges going.
Alarm's gone off. What does that mean?
So basically now we're on heads. The boiler's at 86 degrees, we're at 84 degrees here, and at here 70, 75. So now it's all going to settle for a couple of minutes. So this is the heads. So this will go in our scrap bucket for now.
Right.
Until you'll see the temperatures are still bobbling around, so it takes a while to settle. You get the first bit of alcohol, there's a huge amount of like juniper oil in it.
Right.
So it would basically a bit overpower the drink. So really you want to let the column settle, first bit, and then it settles down. So we run it to about 82 degrees, take the heads out. 81.182, so now it's going to come into here now.
Here it comes. Wow, all that work, and it's not over yet, is it?
That'll run now for probably 4 or 5 hours.
Coffee and pastry while we're watching the gin being made. About an hour in, oh yeah.
It's slowly filling up.
And how long did you say that's going to take?
Probably about 3 o'clock, probably it'll hit going on to tails, so we'll be done by about 4. Over that a bit quicker.
Yeah.
Wonderful. We are going to take this away with us. I am trying to convince Andy to do some video, to record this. I think it would be really interesting. Let us know in the comments what you think. Should Andy start creating some videos about making gin? Let us know. Andy, thank you so much for showing us. Oh, that was so interesting. So interesting. Anyway, we are off to the boat now. Glenn wants to try something.
We had a lot of rain yesterday. I want to see
how much rainwater
got into the boat, yeah. Because I need to find out where that's letting that in. I've got an idea where it's going in, but I want to see, and I want to look at Mrs. Warner's headline and see if that's damp.
Oh, we've just got to the boat. It is pouring with rain. Glenn is quickly unlocking.
Right.
We're in the boat. It's pouring with rain outside. Headlining still looks good. It hasn't rotted away or the stain hasn't come back, so that is good. Tell us about your switch and what you're doing.
So basically when it stops raining.
Yeah.
So this is a switch that I took off the other day. Now this is called a engine interrupter. And what it does, when you go to put it in gear, it interrupts the engine, it almost cuts it out, but not quite, and allows you to put it in gear at low revs so it doesn't crunch. The rear one into reverse, this was doing nothing. I was pressing it, and it wasn't stopping it at all. Ordered a new one of these, but while it was at the flat, I've been pressing it a few times, and I tested it the other day, and it's actually working now. So I put some oil in it, and I'm going to see if it works on the actual engine. This is the other one.
Yeah.
This is the one that does work, and this is the one that doesn't work. So basically that clips into there. We'll leave it just laying there for a minute. When I press this button, it should almost stall. Doesn't.
No.
It's not doing it. So that tells me that it's an issue further down the wiring.
Okay, so the fix hasn't worked. Back to the drawing board, Mr. Warner. We have spent a couple of hours at the boat. Let's find out from Mr. Warner what he's done.
I've been fettling with cables. There's so much going on with the cables that you adjust something and then it affects something else, and then you do, you know what I mean? So it's all got to be in perfect time.
We've been in a couple of hours. I've just sent the newsletter out. I always think, oh, that'll take me 20 minutes. 2 hours later, newsletter done. Anyway, that has just gone out. I am gonna make some dinner. Now, I was gonna do chicken in a creamy mustard sauce, but then I remembered we got all these oranges from Andy. I'm going to do chicken in an orange, soy and honey sauce. That's what we're going to have. So in here, 1/4 cup of soy sauce, 2 oranges, 1/4 cup of honey and 2 garlic cloves. Right, I've thrown in some green beans. Look at this. This don't look very good, does it? Well, that is an interesting concoction. I'm going to leave a little bit so I can add some corn flour at the end. I am genuinely interested in what this is going to taste like. In our newsletter, I announced that we are starting Patreon. I've had so many people ask for it and I finally got around to doing it. Anyway, Glenn's just told me we've had our first sign up and it's Marion. Thank you so much, Marion. Right, I've transferred that to a dish and I'm gonna finish that off in the oven. Stuck that in the oven. As I said, normally I have an idea how something's gonna go, but I have no idea what that's gonna taste like. Well, this is looking a bit better. I've done some corn flour there. I'm gonna stir that in to thicken up the sauce a bit. And I'm gonna stick it back in the oven for a bit. Nearly done, I think. Wow, I think that's ready now. Well, dinner was delicious. I mean, how quick and easy was that? Anyway, that is it for today. We'll see you in the morning.